from 2013. For 30-year-old women, the unmarried rate is 20%, up 10%. Among 25-year-olds, nearly 73% are unmarried. For 20-year-old men, the rate is 80%, and for 25-year-old women, 64%. On April 25th, China's Ministry of Civil Affairs released the latest data for the first quarter of 2025. It showed that 1.8 million couples registered their marriages, which is 179,000 fewer than in the first quarter of 2024. Divorce registrations reached 630,000 couples, up by 57,000 from the same period last year. For the whole year of 2024, the number of marriage registrations was over 6 million couples, down 1.5 million from 7.7 million in 2023. That's a 20% drop. Compared to the peak in 2013, when there were 13 million marriages, the number in 2024 is less than half. This is the lowest in 45 years.
I don't plan to marry. I'm 20 this year. I think marriage means buying a house, buying a car, and having kids. Right now, I don't have much ability, and my family's situation isn't very good. If I buy a house and get married, I will definitely need a loan. Loans mean debt. I don't think it's necessary.
Exactly.
Actually, I don't want to get married either. I feel society's pressure is very high now, and I don't earn much. It's already hard to support myself, so how can I get married? Even though I'm a woman, I try to think from the man's perspective.
Shit. Five to 4, 519, 516.
At Amazon, we're using paper bags for more of our deliveries. Just one of the ways we've reduced the weight of our packaging by more than 40%.
From a man's view, the pressure is huge. He has to support his parents, get married, and have kids. He can't even support himself, let alone parents or children. Marriage means needing a car, a house, and a bride price. Ordinary people like us don't have the financial strength for that. In response, many parts of China have issued policies to encourage marriage and childbirth. For example, Hohhot City in Inner Mongolia greatly increased childbirth subsidies. Having a third child can get a 100,000 yuan subsidy. The city of Ningxia increased marriage leave from 10 to 13 days, maternity leave for 60 days, and parents of infants under 3 years old can get 10 days of parental leave. Starting January this year, Luoyang City in Shanxi Province offers a 1,500 yuan reward for couples who are both first-time newlyweds, and the woman is 35 years old or younger. Many Chinese citizens feel these subsidies are too small compared to living costs, and only a drop in the bucket. From May 10th this year, the Chinese Communist Party's revised marriage registration regulation took effect. Marriage and divorce no longer require a household registration booklet. This is seen as a way to encourage young people to marry. A 28-year-old single worker named Xiao Qin told Radio Free Asia that marriage and childbirth subsidies across the country are just small favors. They don't solve the problem of young people being unable to start families due to high living costs. Xiao Qin said, "First, living costs are too high. In Beijing, earning 10,000 yuan a month is considered quite good. But for people from other places, with 10,000 yuan, you can't afford a house for many years. If you get married and have a child, the monthly cost of formula alone is a big expense." Xiao Qin said that living in China feels like being in a big prison. He and his friends are unhappy. They see no reason to have children. They don't want the next generation to suffer like they do. Besides economic pressure, living costs, bride price, and housing issues, there's another reason many young men in China don't want to marry. It's linked to a social cause, the Datong rape case in Shanxi Province. The case involved a couple who were engaged in Datong, Shanxi Province. After their engagement, they had sexual relations. Later, the woman changed her mind and reported the man for rape. The men showed proof of bride price and engagement agreement, saying they had a marriage contract and the act was consensual. He also provided chat records and surveillance videos showing the woman did not show signs of distress afterward. But the court still convicted him of rape. The man appealed. On April 16th, the second trial was held publicly. The court upheld the verdict, sentencing the man, Mr. Xi, to 3 years in prison. Mr. Xi appealed immediately, but the second court upheld the original verdict. That day was the 712th day Mr. Xi had been in custody. Xi's mother, Ms. Zhang, told the media on April 15th that May 1st was supposed to be the start of a new chapter in her son's life. At the engagement banquet, they signed a promise that after 1 year of marriage, her son would add the woman's name to the property deed. But the day after they became intimate, the woman asked her to add her name early and then reported rape. According to Ms. Zhang, her son told her that they had disagreed about adding the name early. Emotions ran high, and they had an argument in the elevator. Worried about something bad happening, her son tried to hold the woman back. Ms. Zhang questioned, how can resistance afterward prove it wasn't consensual during? There's clearly not enough evidence. Ms. Zhang said that during the second trial on March 25th, they presented more than 40 pieces of evidence. They wanted the court to find the facts fairly and reasonably, and to accept their questions. They have insisted on the appeal and waited 2 years to see the truth uncovered and get a fair trial. Before the trial, the court offered probation, but Mr. Xi refused, insisting he was innocent. This case sparked heated discussion online. Many said, looks like a failed marriage scam and then a false rape claim. Others said, sue the woman for extortion. It's clearly a setup. Some asked, when will men's legal rights be protected? Does the woman have connections? Many expressed fear about marriage, saying no one dares to marry now.
It's full. You can deliver it.
Protecting marriage scammers. Who would still want to get married?
It's full.
April 16th was jokingly called No Marriage Day online because the second trial in the Datong engagement case upheld the original verdict. Many people started mocking it, saying the robber didn't wear a mask, but a wedding dress instead. Though it's a joke, it shows how surprised people were by the result. The Shaanxi Datong engagement rape case is a mess. It's a scam using engagement as a cover and marriage as a money-making tool, what they call a honey trap. Normal people don't do this. The women took the bride price, the engagement was set, and the ring was given. That means they were ready to live together. Who would send their fiancé to jail over something like this? Men don't even dare to share a bed now, even after 30 years of marriage, because they are afraid. If courts keep convicting men like this, they'll open the floodgates. For people with bad intentions, this is a clear way to get rich fast. Just come and grab the money.
This vlogger said the case has had a huge impact, and everyone online is watching. Women fear bad men. Men fear honey traps. If a woman wants trouble, a slap can ruin a man's life and send him to prison for years. Then what's the point of marriage anymore? A man's life is tough enough without this. The marriage system may as well be scrapped. This case has dragged on for 2 years. Because the couple was engaged, had sex in the bridal house, and the bride price was paid, it kept stirring social debate and emotions. The controversy continued after the second trial. In law and public opinion, many say the evidence for rape is insufficient and criticize the courts for convicting when there's reasonable doubt. Some compare this case to the 2006 Nanjing Pengyu case, saying such verdicts tear apart social trust. In 2006, Pengyu helped an elderly woman who fell but then was sued. This led to people saying, who dares to do good deeds anymore? A WeChat article compared the Datong rape case to the Pengyu case. It said that after the Pengyu case, Good Samaritan dropped sharply. Similarly, after the engagement rape case, extreme self-protection strategies started to emerge, such as notarizing premarital sexual consent and refusing sex in marriage. This incident made Chinese men even less willing to marry. Life pressures already weighed heavily on marriage, and now the Datong case hit Chinese men hard again. Leftover women and men want to marry but can't find partners. Ordinary young men and women avoid marriage for various reasons. It looks like China's population crisis will get worse.
Pendant le festival Belaise, profitez des hits de notre terroir, de prestigieuses au concombre, Tomate barbecue et le nouveau hit de la semaine, j'aime la viande. Belaise, du côté de la vraie vie.
I am 38 years old with a master's degree. I am a high-quality single woman. I originally thought that in Hangzhou I could find an equally high-quality bachelor, but until I turned 38 this year, I realized that those high-quality single men didn't even look at me. Now, the ones chasing after me are raw bachelors. In other words, If I want to get married, I can only marry into the countryside.
完了完了，真的嫁不出去了。
Oh no, it's over. I really can't get married anymore. I'm already 34 years old. What shall I do? My mum is still waiting for grandchildren. Do I really have to resort to buying sperm for artificial insemination? It's so scary. I want a man. This is my undergraduate degree from Qingdao University of Science and Technology. And this is my master's degree from a private university in Seoul. You don't need to understand Korean. This is the official certification of my master's degree, stamped with an official seal. If I were to falsify any documents, I'd be in prison. I graduated with my master's degree in 2015. In 2016, I obtained temporary residency in Shanghai. Here are the property deeds for my 2 houses. This is the purchase contract and keys for my property in Jiaxing, Shanghai. You can see my fingerprints at the bottom. If the rain stops in a couple of days, I can show you my house in Jiaxing. I couldn't find the purchase contract for the house in Hangzhou, but I'll show you the property there in a few days. This is one of my BMW cars, and this is one of my electric cars. Although it's not valuable, it's genuinely enjoyable to drive.
我34岁，硕士学历。
I'm 34 years old with a master's degree, 2 houses, and 2 cars. Previously, I earned around 300,000 yuan per year, but